What's going on, guys? wonderbrad here. Hope you guys are having a great one, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual ones. Usually we're checking out like a deck or gameplay or ladder or something like that, but today we're going to be talking all about what I want to see in the December update. Yes, I know, very selfish of me, but hey, my channel, I decide. Anyways, guys, the first thing that we're going to talk about is the biggest thing. You probably saw this in the thumbnail, and this is potentially a new card rarity coming to Clash Royale. I just saw, like, probably 20 minutes or so ago, OJ actually tweeted out talking about, like, ooh, is there a new card rarity coming? Because he saw that one of the cards had this, like, red glow to it in the Flash Royale. I'll have it up on the screen. I'll have OJ's tweet up there. But this wouldn't be the first time that a Supercell game had a red rarity in it. In Brawl Stars, there's actually a red rarity called Mythic, and it's somewhere between Epic and Legendary, so there's potentially a new rarity coming out that's either between Epic or Legendary, or maybe they make Mythic above Legendary. In my opinion, the shape of the card is a square, just like Common, Rare, and Epic, so I would kind of assume that it would be between Epic or Legendary, or maybe even between Rare and Epic. I don't know, but I think somewhere between Epic and Legendary would be pretty awesome. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about that. Do you guys want to see a new rarity in the game? Do you think the game would become too cluttered if there was a new rarity? Or do you guys just think this was like a random little Easter egg thing that Clash Royale isn't necessarily going to put into the game, but just kind of threw it into the trailer because why not? Personally, I think there's going to be a new rarity coming to the game because when Legendary cards first came out, they had something similar to a Flash Royale. I think it was just a video teaser for something else, and then they teased the Legendary, like, diamond shape of the card in there, so in my opinion, it's probably going to be a new rarity coming to the game, but again, Supercell tells me nothing, so I have no idea. I'm sorry if you guys think they actually do tell me stuff. I know absolutely nothing. I'm looking straight in your eyes. I know nothing. And going into the second thing that I really want to see, this is something that I have wanted to see since day one of Clash Royale, and that's Clan Wars. Like, this is literally the thing that I think could bring the entire game back to what it once was, because it's no secret that Clash Royale is on a little bit of a decline right now. Some people are saying the game is dying. Personally, I think that's kind of an overstatement because, you know, Clash Royale is still one of the biggest games in the App Store. It's a new esport. There's tons of tournaments going around for it. So to say it's dying is a little bit much for me. But yeah, I really want to see Clan Wars added into the game, especially because no one really plays tournaments right now because, like, tournament prizes just aren't that great. You have to come in the top third of all players to get any reward, which I think is kind of ridiculous. Personally, I think that it should be at least the top half, maybe even the top, like, 66% or something like that. But I'll get into tournaments later, so, yeah. But yeah, here's my idea of Clan Wars, and here's how I think it should work. Basically, you'd have two clans, obviously, because it's a clan war, and you would have either 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you could go all the way up to 50, but Clan Wars would definitely be easier if you had an odd amount of people. That way, if there was a tie in all of this, there wouldn't actually be a clan war that got tied. If you have odd numbers the entire time, it would just make the entire thing a lot more smooth. But anyways, how it would work is two clans would match up with the even amount of people, and basically you would go head-to-head in either a best of 1, best of 3, best of 5, or best of 7 between each of the players, and then whoever wins the series between those two players gets a point. You do that between all the other players, and yeah, whoever gets the most points wins the clan war. I'm not really sure what the prizes would be. I've kind of talked about this before. I think kind of depending on how often you can do clan wars, like if it's once a day, maybe a gold chest or something like that, like decent enough prizes if you win, maybe some gems or something like that for getting a certain amount of wins or a certain win streak would be pretty cool. Like any way that you can get extra gems out to the players and stuff would be pretty awesome. But if you guys have any ideas for how you would want clan wars to work, if you even want clan wars, how you want the prizes to work, just any of that, hit me up down again in the comments below because I'm only one guy and I definitely don't have all the best ideas for Clash Royale. But yeah, just to finish up this whole clan wars thing, I definitely think it's a great idea because that would allow YouTubers to collab. Like, you would be able to do stuff like friendly clan wars or just like purposely match up with certain clans so that you can face like other YouTubers, or pro clans can match up, or just stuff like that that would kind of make the community more interesting. It would be easier to settle debates about like, oh, who's the best player in the world, or who's the best clan in the world. You just match up in a clan war and the winner wins. Pretty basic. So yeah, number 1 is a card rarity, number 2 is Clan Wars, and number 3 thing that I most want to see in this December update is a tournament revamp, because tournaments suck. And the sad thing is, that's not even a debatable thing in the game. Like, it's not like some people think that, oh, this really sucks, and people think that, oh no, they're great, because basically anyone you ask is going to tell you that tournaments are really just the worst right now. And I feel bad saying that because honestly, when they first came out, I had a ton of fun playing in tournaments. Even now, tournaments are pretty fun to play in, but the problem is that you aren't getting good prizes, even if you play pretty well in the tournament, because if only the top third or so of players get prizes, you could win like at least half of your games and still not get a single prize for it, which kind of sucks. Like, you're putting a lot of time into a tournament, an hour into a tournament, so I do think that, like, maybe even 2/3 of players should get a prize from it. Maybe not everyone, because maybe you just, like, join up the tournament, you don't play any matches, and then you get a prize, which would be a little bit dumb considering some players would be grinding the entire time and just get the same prize as you. But yeah, here's what I want to see happen to tournaments. I already said I want to see like the top half or top 2/3 of players get prizes. I'm kind of set on that, even if like the lowest of the low chests, if it's 2/3 of players aren't great, I still think that would be pretty solid because, hey, you put a little bit of time in, you got a little bit of a prize. It's not great, but considering you didn't win that many of your matches, the prize shouldn't be that great. I also want to see bracket tournaments come into the game because I think that would really hype up the whole tournament system, because in the current tournament system, you could win like 7 games, not play any more for the rest of the tournament, and still get a really high ranking. Like at King's Cup, most of the players would just play for like the first 20 minutes or so, win a bunch of matches in a row, and the last 40 minutes of the tournament, you wouldn't have to do anything because people already secured their spots. So I really think that bracket tournaments would be the best way to just like consistently get players through. I know it's hard to get everyone matched up in bracket tournaments just because, you know, you have to have people on at the same time and everything, but I think that if you keep the tournament short enough for a bracket tournament, you could keep everyone online the entire time, and that way you wouldn't have any issues with matchups. Players would just basically have to lock in and be like, okay, I'm here, match me with this person, you choose your deck, and off you go. Like, it wouldn't have to be super complicated, but just like a couple of buttons to say like, yep, I'm here, yep, I'm in, let's do it. Alright guys, and the very last thing I want to see in the December update is bulk card releases. That's literally like one of the biggest things, which is why it's in this video, that I want to see, because back when Clash Royale first came out, up to like 5 months after that, cards were released in bulk, so you would get like 4 brand new cards that would completely switch up the meta. It would be awesome. Like, everyone got pretty hyped for updates just because of the new card releases. Like, the updates themselves wouldn't have to be anything crazy, just because you got something that would change up the game so much. And ever since they started releasing the cards like one at a time, it's definitely switched up the hype. Sometimes people get hyped if there's like a new legendary card coming out, but unless a legendary is coming out, the hype stays pretty down low. Like, I think if the skeleton barrel, the flying machine, and I even forget what other cards came out. Anyways, doesn't matter. If those cards were all released in bulk, I definitely think that the hype would have been way bigger for those cards, because they weren't necessarily the best cards in the world, but if you release them all at once, you're definitely going to see some big changes in meta, just because people are going to see, like, are these cards all good? Are none of them good? Should we try them out in, like, random decks? Should we put them all together? So you're really going to see a big switch up in the game, which keeps the game fresh and keeps people pretty interested in what's going on. But yeah, guys, that's basically my ideas for the December update. If you guys have any ideas, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Like, do you guys want to see more touchdown, more weekly challenges, better weekly challenges? What do you guys want to see? Let me know down there. And yeah, thank you for 40,000 subscribers. I forgot to talk about that earlier, but 40k is definitely a lot more than I thought we'd have by the end of the year. I thought it'd be like maybe 10,000, but we blew by that a long time ago. Yep. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you like my ideas, I mean, who wouldn't like my ideas? Leave a like down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.